Hi, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about adjectives that compare. Sometimes we call them comparative adjectives. Now, we know that an adjective is a word that describes a noun. For example, my cat is cute. Cute describes the cat. Or his dog is loud. Loud describes the dog. So today we're going to be talking about adjectives that describe in a little bit more detail and in a comparing sort of way. So when we compare adjectives, there are some terms that apply to that. One of them is normative. The second one is comparative. And the last one is superlative. So when you use a normative adjective, you're describing just one thing. And the way I like to think about normative is that it's just normal. I have a picture of a normal looking guy here. So normative is just how you would normally describe one adjective. For example, my cat is cute. Cute would be the adjective that describes my cat. And I'm just stating what one cat looks like. Okay, so that would be normative because I'm just talking about one thing, just one normal thing. Now, what if I compared two cats? Two cats with each other? Well, then I would say her cat is cuter than mine. So in this case, the adjective is cuter. Oh, let me make sure I highlight this whole thing. Cuter than mine. So I'm comparing two cats, hers and mine, which is, so the adjective would be cuter. So that is a comparative adjective. And I had to add ER at the end because I wouldn't say her cat is cute than mine. That would not make sense. So I have to say cuter because I'm comparing two, like it shows in the picture, two things. Now I'm going to use a superlative adjective to describe a cat that's cuter than any other cat ever. Okay, so that makes it super cat, right? Superlative cat. So I would say that is the cutest cat I've ever seen. So you're comparing a cat to many others that you've ever seen. So my comparative adjective would be cutest. Let me see if I can get this to highlight the whole thing. Yes, cutest. Because it's the cutest one out of a whole bunch. In fact, every cat you've ever seen. Cutest. And remember, with superlative, you have to add the EST. Okay, let's try some more examples of comparative adjectives. Let's talk about the cartoon SpongeBob. I know a lot of you have seen the SpongeBob cartoon. So let's just talk about, well, I don't know, cartoons in general. How about that? So let's see. I know a lot of you have watched Teen Titans, so let's talk about that. I'm not going to use SpongeBob first, and you'll see why in a minute. Teen Titans is a funny cartoon. So the adjective that describes the cartoon is funny, correct? So there's my adjective. It would be normative because I'm just talking. I can highlight this whole thing. Yes, there we go. I'm just talking about one cartoon. Just a normal adjective about one cartoon, normative. Now I'm going to compare two cartoons. So now this is where SpongeBob comes in my opinion. You may disagree, but this is just my opinion. SpongeBob is funnier than Teen Titans. Don't get all excited. This is just my opinion. You may think that Teen Titans is funnier, but I think that SpongeBob is funnier than Teen Titans. So I have compared. I've used the comparative because I'm comparing two cartoons and I had to add ER. And remember, when you add an ER and EST at the end of a word, the Y has to change to an I. So our comparative adjective is funnier. All right. So now I'm going to make a statement about SpongeBob, comparing that cartoon to all the other cartoons that I've seen. I'm going to make it superlative. I'm going to make it super and add an EST. So, SpongeBob is the funniest cartoon I've ever seen. So now I'm comparing SpongeBob with all the other cartoons I've seen. It is the super out of all the cartoons, so it's superlative. I had to change the Y to an I and add EST to make my comparative adjective. So it is the funniest cartoon I've ever seen. Okay, shall we do one more example? Why not, right? Let's make this video long. Okay, how about, let's see. How about sunny? How about the word sunny? It's a nice sunny day today. So yes, let's talk about sunny. Today is sunny. So sunny is the adjective that describes today. So I'm going to highlight sunny. And that's just normative. I'm talking about one day. So it's normative because it's just one thing, just a normal adjective talking about one day. Now, let's compare 2 days. Today is sunnier than it was yesterday, right? And those of you that live where I live and you saw the rain yesterday, you know that today is sunnier than it was yesterday. I had to change the Y to an I and add ER because I'm comparing. I'm using the comparative, and you add ER when you compare two things. I did compare two things. I compared today with yesterday. So my comparative adjective is sunnier. Now we have to talk about the sunniest day ever. So let's write some of the sunniest days are in the summer. So we're talking about a lot of days that are sunny, and we're comparing the days in summer being the sunniest. They are the most super sunny days of all of them, right? So you use the superlative. Some of the sunniest days are in the summer. You're saying that they're more sunny than many other days. So the comparative adjective would be sunniest, which would be in the superlative form with an est. Okay, thank you for writing sentences with me. I will see you later.